And it brings me great pleasure to welcome her to the show. That's the superstar running back from the Jacksonville Breeze, Angie Williams. Angie, thanks so much for coming on.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Let's get to some serious stuff, because your touchdown against the Atlanta Steam's Alfye Gore was absolutely tremendous. Describe to us the play and how you were able to steamroll over the defender for the touchdown.
Well, it was actually a handoff play designed for one of the wings, and it just so happened it was called on my side. So it was more or less I faked forward like I was going to block and then step back for the handoff. And, well, if it wasn't for the blocking of my other two bigs, Jenna Weiss and Dina Kowalski, I don't think the hole would have been as wide as it was. But I came through and it was wide open, and it's almost as if she kind of like slid into my way, and it was inevitable. So
yeah.
So that's what you call it, when she slides into your forearms. You give her the old shit.
I wouldn't call it inevitable. I'll call it unfortunate.
Yeah. It was more of a shoulder. You know, I saw her there, and you know, it's like a couple yards to the end zone, so I just lowered my shoulder and moved her.
Well, I would have flagged you for hitting a defenseless linebacker, because she had nothing to do to defend herself. But let me tell you this, Angie, a fan of the program and one of my biggest fans, Nikki Johnson, had a similar touchdown run such as yourself, just bulldozing through somebody on the way to the end zone. Can you compare your touchdown run to hers?
I did see that hit, and I actually watched it several times. Her head seemed a little bit more vicious than mine. The way Divine fell, it almost looked like it was helmet to helmet, but then on the replay, it's shoulder to shoulder. But she delivered a really good hit on that. I would say the only real difference between mine and hers would be mine was more of a body roll over. I literally rolled over, kind of stepped over Alfie, whereas it looked like she just really took Divine out.
Definitely, no doubt, both were impressive. But I want to talk about something very serious. This season, the league said has changed its uniform to performance wear instead of lingerie, but they look exactly the same. I mean, what am I missing? What's more performance-oriented about this year?
Well, I mean, they've taken away, you know, the garter belts and the, you know, the neck pieces and, you know, all the bows and whatnot, and a lot of the lace, because I think, you know, with that, it actually gave, you know, the league, with the previous name, the LFL, it almost gave it a negative connotation. No one really took the women that played the sport very seriously. And granted, the uniform hasn't changed all that much, but I think with the rebranding of it, it's gonna start moving, you know, how people view the league in a more positive way, as in these women are actually athletes, including myself. So I think once people come out and actually see games and see the rebranding, they'll be able to take it more seriously and actually, you know, appreciate the sport.
Well, some people are taking it very seriously, because whereas the NFL has female cheerleaders on the sidelines, the LFL has men fighting in the stands. Okay, now I want to understand, what's your take about men fighting in the stands during your football games, and do the players like seeing this kind of passion?
My take on the men fighting in the stands, I mean, it's entertaining, I guess, to say the least. I don't necessarily think my team really likes, or myself really likes, seeing fans actually fight, but it's always great to see the support and also the passion that they have, you know, for their team. So any kind of emotion that they show for us as, you know, positive is good.
I say they take it to the next level and fight in the stands wearing the uniform of their favorite LFL team.
I like that. Angie, where can we catch you next? When's your next game?
Next game is May 25th here in Jacksonville. We play the Baltimore Charm.
Very cool. Angie Williams, running back for the Jacksonville Breeze. Thanks for coming on the show.
Watch out for Baltimore. They get ratchet.
All right. Thank you for having me.